Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, I came out that I push this word in truth and in sincerity. It's a little, I'm not even going to say a testimony because it didn't happen to me. But last night after camp, coming home from camp, I parked, and I seen this dude that I know for years that lived next door to me, looking depressed, eyes all watery and everything. So when I get out of my car and I parked, I was like, yo, you all right, brother? And he was like, yo, he decided pulling his guts out to me, So I started listening to him. He was telling me, and this is what he told me. He was like, yo, my baby mom's, she shitted on me. Well, I can't even say she's my baby mom's no more. So that's what do you mean? He was like, all right, when he first met this woman, now I've seen her because he be outside in the front of his building doing cookouts and everything. You know what I'm saying? Him and a couple of people in the neighborhood that he's cool with. So I've seen this woman, me pulling up, and I've seen this woman, they out there cooking franks and burgers and sausage and pork and all the rest of the shit that they eat. You know what I mean? So I've seen him out there, and I've seen her, but he tells me that. All right. Now, mind you, his daughter is 2 years old. So he tells me that when his baby moms first got pregnant, she didn't want the kid, so because she already had 2 kids by, two different dudes. So she already got 2 baby fathers. So now that's a red flag right there. I ain't messing with no nigga. I ain't messing with no bitch that got 2 baby fathers. You know what I mean? That I ain't doing that. But anyway, that's a red flag. But he gets with her anyway, and she wound up getting pregnant. So she was like, she don't want no more kids, at least not right now. We just got together. We've been together for like about 8 months, almost a year. So I don't think it's appropriate for us. So she asked a dude for some money to get an abortion, which is wicked as hell, man. But that nigga's in the world, so what the hell do you know? So he gives her the money to get an abortion. Now, she don't get the abortion. She keeps the money, she spends it, and keeps the baby. So he was telling me that, so I was like, what? That's another red flag, bro. I'd have been pissed off if she did that to me, you know what I'm saying? But, men are men, some men are weak for women, so I'm listening to him, and he's telling me that, okay, so 2 years passed, he got a daughter by her. But the daughter, as she get older, she's 2 years old, she don't look nothing like him. So his family is getting on him to ask for a DNA, because she looks nothing like him. So he finally gets a DNA, because they're not together no more. So she tried to put him on child support. So what he did was, he played the DNA card. He went before they went to family court, and when they went to family court, the judge asked him, before we proceed, do you want a DNA test? He said, yeah. And he said that she started flipping. Oh, what the fuck? Why do you need a fucking child? I'm saying a DNA. So they kicked her out of the court. So he gets a DNA test. It comes back that it's not his kid. You hear that shit? Do you believe that shit? Do you believe that shit? It comes back after 2 years of him investing in this little girl, pouring his heart into this little girl, getting emotionally attached to this little girl. It comes back that she's not his daughter. Wow. So he's all busted up over that. So I was like, yo, bro, it was mad red flags that you should have took heed to. But he didn't take heed to it, man. But when you go into marriage, all kind of precepts are coming to my mind. But I ain't tell him because he's a dude in the streets. What do you know about that? He's not gonna take heed to what I'm saying to him. He ain't gonna listen to the scriptures, bro. So I'm doing this right here lesson. I'm bringing out this atrocity that happened to this guy for young Akim in the camp. I'm saying young Akim in this truth. So I'm saying this. I'm saying that to say this. When you see red flags in these women, Hey man, don't because you all open on her, bro. Don't fall for her shenanigans. Meaning, she set traps with this dude. She knew that wasn't his kid. She used him. Oh, I'm gonna get an abortion. She took the money, didn't get the abortion, because she knew that wasn't his kid, so she was going to get an abortion, but she turned around, oh, maybe it is his kid. Who knows how this woman was thinking? And she didn't get the abortion, so now they had the kid, but it come to find out it's not his kid. So when you think about that, you gotta think about Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, the 26th verse. I find more bitter than death the woman. This is Solomon speaking. I find more bitter than death the woman who hearts his nets and snares, man. She trapped him. She caught him. Victimized him. Because he wasn't thinking with his big head, he was thinking with his little head. You understand? And that got him caught up in some shit. He didn't take heed to the red flags of him not. And then another thing he was telling me, it was times whereas he would call his woman, and she won't answer the phone. He'd be calling her back to back to back, 2 or 3 hours, 4 hours. She don't answer the phone. It's going straight to voicemail. All of a sudden, he called her. She answers the phone. I'm in the Uber. What was you doing in that 4-hour span that I couldn't get in contact with you? That's a red flag. See, but Jake don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the Book of Sirach, the 25th and the 26th chapter, it tells you about these women, man. How these women get down, man. It tell you how these women get down. These women are fucking wicked, man. You can't trust these women. Here it is, you calling her 2 or 3 hours straight. She not answering the phone. What she's doing. All of a sudden you call her. After the 4th hour, she answering the phone. I'm in the Uber coming to you, baby. Well, what the fuck you was doing when I was calling you? For the past 3 hours. You see, a lot of Jake, they tender dicks. Here it is, this woman, she was fucking around on you. You put your name on the birth certificate, but now guess what? It goes deep. It goes deep. It goes deep because he put this child, he signed the birth certificate and she got his last name. Now he finds out because she tried to put him on child support that's not his kid. So now the fucking referee tells him that even though you are not the child's father, you are held responsible for the welfare of this child because you signed the birth certificate. So she trapped this dude, man. The Book of Sirach, chapter 25, and also the chapter 26 goes into how these women are wicked as fuck. And they tell you in the Book of Sirach of the woman became the beginning of sin, and do all we all die, man. These women don't have you in their best interest, man. These women is all about themselves. And that's why he got caught up like that. Hey, man, the Book of Sirach, matter of fact, the book of Proverbs chapter, Proverbs chapter, Salaki real quick. I had some notes. Proverbs chapter 7 and 1 on down, man, goes into the trickery of these women. Even though it's twofold, it goes into philosophies, but it's also going into these women too. So you got to be mindful, man. I was like, God damn. He all busted up after 2 years of being close to this daughter, to his so-called daughter. He found out it's not his daughter. Being close 2 years to this little girl, he found out that it's not his daughter. So now you know, when she was absent for like 4 or 5 hours, you couldn't contact her. You know what she was doing. These are red flags, bro. So why do you take heed to these red flags? Because his nose is wide open on this woman. So this is a warning to you Akim out there, you young brothers out there in your early 20s, mid 20s, that haven't received the sting of a woman. Because once you receive that sting of a woman, meaning getting fucked over by a woman, then you will understand. But right now, these women are in their kingdom. Right on, they joint heirs with Esau. And I've always said that. These nigger women, and the Hispanic women, and the on down to the Issacharite woman, the so-called Mexican woman, they joint heirs with Esau in this kingdom, man. Because they get all the goodies and everything, but Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease, man. So soon, these women gonna get what they got coming to them. But for now, you gotta be circumspect and watch how you deal with these women, because they looking to trap you up. And my neighbor that lived next door to me, I kind of feel bad for him, but hey, he got close to his little daughter. He wish his daughter was his daughter, but it's not his daughter. It's some other nigga's daughter. Come to find out, you know, she confessed to him. It was her baby father. So she got two baby daddies, you know. So it was her baby daddy. So behind his back, she was still dealing with the nigga that, you know what I mean? Shit is crazy. It's madness. You gotta watch that, man. These women are only for themselves, and they're looking to trap you up. Proverbs 7:1 on down. Let's be mindful, man. The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and 25 and 26 warn you of these women, man, and how these women move. Let's be mindful. Be careful of how these women, how you deal with these women. Because if you don't be careful how you deal with these women, you're going to get caught up. And they're going to violate you real vicious like. So I kind of feel sorry for the dude. But hey, you know, I mean, Jake got to learn, man. These women are not on that. They're not for you. These women, they're in it for themselves. Who could benefit them. They're looking to trap men. They're looking to get their come up by any means. Be aware of these women. So with that, a little testimony that, you know, it's not really a testimony on my behalf, but there's something, a warning to the young Akim out there that's still trying to get a woman, trying to establish a family. You should be trying to establish a family in this society, because the society is circling the drain. Anyways, you got to be careful. You got to be careful and be circumspect. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.